Welcome back to MLG Championship Sunday. Brought to you by Doritos here in Washington, D.C. Guys, we just saw an incredible first series. Final boss giving Triggers Down their first loss in our double elimination tournament. Now we extend this to a second series, another best of 5. And it looks like Triggers Down going to have to shake off that first series, but I think they learned a lot there, guys.
Well, you know, that first series is a good wake-up and a nice warm-up for Triggers Down. They have the ability to bounce back very easily. That's basically their first series of the day.
All right, so here we go. The first team to win 3 games in this best of 5 will walk home as your DC champions, and we're getting it started right now. Game number 1 with Capture the Flag on Heretic. And right away, we're going on board with I Got Your Pistola. Guys, he just went positive 21 with 43 kills last game. The kid is playing incredible today here on the main stage.
And I'm surprised that Nate didn't kill him, but I'm interested to see how the pink strat, the dominant pink strat of Final Boss goes against the dominant car strat of Triggers Down.
Yeah, we saw Triggers Down winning games in under 5 minutes, just running all 5 flags on car side, and already we're seeing Best Man try to do that as he's rallying it through car 2. We have, he's going to be taken down. Meanwhile, Neighbor flying across the sky with the sword.
Stretch Armstrong sword right there, Chris.
Hysteria trying to get positioned here, top pink. You got Neighbor down inside the FB base, and Hysteria really going to be the key player when it comes to putting shots on people.
Oh, for sure. When you're pink 3, all you're going to do is put shots in everything you can. That used to be my spot, and all you do is you sit there and you watch pink side.
So here we go. Todd's getting the flag all the way back to his base. It's down on car side. Hysteria Neighbor, though, positioned in pink.
And I love that play right there by Todd Puckett. He didn't know where exactly the Final Boss members were, but he saw an opening to start running the flag car, make a huge distraction, and they're going to get a cap from it.
Yeah, Neighbor opens it up with a double kill, and he is going to put that flag in himself. 1-0 after a minute 20 into this game. Triggers Down, not giving up here. They are putting up a fight, and they are strong on this game type, as we saw last night in the winners bracket finals. Neighbor's going to go down as we see Ogre 2 pull the first flag. The first time we've seen Final Boss really in the TD base here, guys.
Yeah, and that's mainly because Final Boss hasn't gotten an establishment of pink. And look, they get control of pink, and they're already running the flag, and they're probably going to get this cap because they do such a good job at escorting the flag back home.
Oh, but surprise, they're someone in your base, and he's picking up beatdowns, but I think Final Boss able to rally this one unless Tots can get the return, and he does. Huge for Triggers Down, as Tots been all day long when it comes to objective. Pulling the flag out car side, but that run is going to be stopped momentarily. Let's jump back on board with TD as we head on board with Hysteria here top pink.
That's a big momentum swing there, Chris.
And I've been watching Hysteria for the most part of this game. This kid went -17 last game, but he's been stepping it up. His battle rifle's on fire. I feel that he's gotten pretty angry about last game. I'm expecting him to do big things for these next few games.
And here we go. We got Neighbor with a flag coming from pink. And he's got it into his base. Is there anyone from FB to stop him? It's Ogre 2. He's putting heavy shots in Ogre 2. Great frag grenade. Ogre 2 survives it somehow, and he's got the return almost.
He did get the return.
He did get it recovered. So a huge play once again by Ogre 2, getting that return inside the TD base. Guys, this game going back and forth with clutch saves inside the opponent's base. Let's listen in with Final Boss's Pistolas trying to get another flagpole.
One shot, guys. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Got it, There's got a car. I got fear, go. We're on. Pink, go straight. Me too. We're done. Go for Chego. Take one. And our pink, you guys are pink. One shot. This one. Yeah. I got it. Oh, get it. Nice. Swords up center. The car. Come in. Get the return. We got it. Come in, cap it. Two done. Let's go. Big one. Bottom. Finish the counter. Big one in.
Great counter cap here from Final Boss. Best Man got the FB flag back to his base, but Final Boss gets another return, and then you see the top middle toss to Fear itself, who's going to put it in to tie up the score.
That's a great counter cap right there, Chris. That's what you're looking for.
And let's listen back in with the TD squad. 4 down for Final Boss.
Flag. Shot flag. 3 down. Let's go. Shot the car. Ogre 2's one shot the toilet. He's their car now. Top middle. He's their slide, full shield. Just made one hit. Victory. I'm on one hit. Nice. Our car bubble on me. Our car. Push out big. Push the car. Our bubble. You gotta be flag. Two guys on our car. Let's start our flag right now. Our pink shot. We got Neighbor. 3 dead. Then we're in the last one. Push him in pink. Make sure we finish. We got this. Pink odds. Yeah. Zagani, Tom. I'm shooting him.
Two dead.
One hit the car. Two got off the car.
To the car. Last guy's in the car. One spun already. Let's see their car. Keep him down. He's sitting there, Kirby. The car side their base. Two dead.
One hit the car pocket. One hit the car pocket.
Last guy. Spawning now.
The car. Sarah.
Spawning the window, mate. Spawning the window.
He's not coming that way.
I need help with pink.
Watch out their bubble.
I need help with pink, guys.
Big base.
Best man at shots. Watch out, there's another Todd. Watch out, pink street Tots, and one's a pink one. Pink two, one hit Tots.
Pink one. Todd's doing it. Pink two.
One dead.
Pink three. Aver. We got left. This probably got our car, maybe.
It's our car right now.
Arnito right now. Arnito come. We have the two.
I traded. Two dead, there's a flash.
Pink one, they're needles. They're straight right now.
They're flagged, their car pocket. Where's our car?
Their car weak. I'm here.
Nice shots, Nick. Alright, two
Two guys pitch one.
They're street.
Over two.
There's only one shot, pink two.
Pink two is weak.
And pink weak. And pink two.
Face.
Face.
Side from their flag.
Face.
We got flag.
Pink one, two dead. Pink one shot on the flags. He's their needles.
Pink two's last one after that.
Two dead. One shot on her. Two shot pink.
Two dead. Plenty of time here.
What do you guys do?
They're
Weak, they're straight pistol.
He didn't fall.
Drop P1.
Pink one's weak. And their window.
Over there. The flag, for yourself. That's two down, guys. We got one live. Last guy. I'm staying alive. Their car weak, too. Another one. I need it. No, watch it. They're pink.
Under the base and they're pink. Good double neighbor.
The car, they're watching me.
Good flag right now.
They're car pocket.
Three guys needles.
Going up to and their nails coming up the street right
The car pocket, one shot.
now. Stay down, one alive here. Last guy's their
Tell the
car.
car pocket.
Yeah, let's start getting into the base of this.
I think it was car side. I mean, pink side of the base.
Our pink, our needle.
Big one.
Their bubble.
Pink two, over two. Their bubble. We're having our big one.
Their car.
Their side.
Their car weak. Their car weak.
Come in.
Car too weak. Feel itself. Stay alive.
Check her too.
Almost got mixed up.
Nice. Last guy alive.
Hold it. Run a car. Still a little dead. One spawn.
Watch P1, Nick.
Big one. Watch our side. To their street. Watch our side. Two dead.
I'm going in. Go pink.
Lift it.
I'm pushing it. Wow, what the fuck? What that?
P1's weak.
Pink three and our pink one.
They're Gandhi, I think.
Literally there, man. Car two. Their car.
One down.
Going two.
Southern pink top. Last guy.
Back up.
Southern pink. Is he gonna rush? I'm trying to watch. He's up. They're nerd. He's their nerd. All right, let's get
Need help. He's one shot. They're nerd. He got me.
one hit. P3
Two midship. Nice. Two midship.
Pink three was one hit.
Two midship. Comes our flag and midship still. It's car three. One car. Watch your car.
Two dead. Flags one car, one hit.
Flag three.
Push out.
Margani. Flag's weak. Flag's still there.
He's help. Missing one shot. Flag. It's their car. Two dead. He's help. Need help their car. I need help car.
And Tots is going to win a BR battle and get this flag back to his base as Trigger's down takes the lead in the series, or in this game here, 3-2. Chris, tell me what happened there.
Well,
they seem to be running their strategy on car side perfectly.
Exactly. They were trapped actually at pink for most of the beginning of the game. When final ball started taking over the game, Trigger's down was on pink side. But the last little bit of the game, they've really been focusing more on their car side strat, and they benefited getting two straight captures.
Here we got, I got your pistol running flag number 3 for final boss. So after about 6 minutes skirmish, we had both teams. Pistol thought he put that one in, and he still gets it. It's all tied up 3-3. Remember, we're going to 5 caps here as we got Pistol moving up to pink 2, and you got Victor X moving the flag on car side with Ogre 2 covering.
And notice how Pistola moves the top middle right there. It's the best angle you can get when you're running the flag.
And Victor X is going to keep that flag alive as Spheric picks up a kill on Best Man. The flag down top, Carbine, Pistol pushing into the base to fight against spawners. Fear's going to try and rally this flag. And there's an assassination from an extremely sneaky neighbor. Did he get the return? He did not. Best man can't get it either. Pistola gets a triple, and now he's got a 4th flag.
Yeah, Pistola is just on fire, Chris. I mean, ever since halfway through that Dynasty series, he's just been killing it.
You can't say enough about this guy. He's so incredibly talented, and he's all over the map. At any different time, he can be anywhere.
And he doesn't stop. Look at the push with Victory X. Now you got Pistola charging after Tots. You're going to see some car spawns here, and Final Boss is set up for it. Killing Frenzy, 10 straight kills for Pistola, and he's still alive on pink 1. There's the 5th flag's Final Boss going to take game 1. Let's take a look at the stats. I got your Pistola with another positive showing here. +4, Fear itself, another +3. On the other side, Hysteria had a great game with 30 kills, but it wasn't enough. Final Boss looking super strong at the end of that one. They win 5-3. And there you see the scoreboard. Final Boss 1, Triggers down 0. Guys, looks like our players are getting ready right now for the second game in this best of 5 series. We are going into Team Slayer on Construct. TS on Construct, you've seen it before. It's the first team to 50 kills. The Rockets up top, Sniper down low, and of course the camo is going to be popping every 2 minutes. Guys, we got to start this one up with Pistola as soon as we can get to him, Genius. Right now we're on Ogre 2, and we'll see how Final Boss's opening strategy fares here on Team Slayer. We saw it pay off in King of the Hill.
Ogre 2 normally just goes up his own open purple, and then he goes to lobby, and then he tries to put in shots to help Pistola get the Rockets.
It's a great strategy because obviously in this game, the Rockets are going to dictate who gets up early. And if Triggers down or Final Boss gets Triggers down now as the Rockets, they're going to build an early lead.
We got Rockets in the hands of Triggers down to start this game, all tied up 4-4. They got the sword spawn.
Hysteria just throwing rockets around.
You know, he had no shield, just trying to stay alive, and it paid off because he saved his teammates who were in sword as well. You got Neighbor pushing out to open street. It's Hysteria trying to get set up on close street, and you got Final Boss trapped mid-gold here.
Yeah, and that is the last place you want to be on this map. You do not ever want to be trapped mid-gold. There's really nothing you can do about it. It's just some bad spawns, but your goal then is to get down low and regroup.
Victory X trying to push up the open ramp, and he wins his battle against Hysteria. That was huge for Final Boss. Now they can spawn up top. You got Pistola and Ogre 2 all up top, and Fear itself just came up close street.
Now that was a big push for Final Boss. Now they have top control, and Triggers down is forced to air up the purples, and Fear itself with an incredible route right there, Chris, getting behind Triggers down.
Yeah, right now Final Boss is just playing great. The baiting and switching of Final Boss right now is just fantastic. It's really confusing Triggers down.
1 kill game as Fear itself picks up the 15th kill for FB. He's going to be taken down by Neighbor. Let's head back over with TD. I want to check out Tots. He's in the lobby. And Triggers down just looking for Final Boss. Can't find him as Tots finally sees him on close street, and he calls out the other 2 guys coming up open.
Now that's because Final Boss just orchestrated a take-back strat where they sent 2 guys open street and 2 guys close street, and that's why Tots didn't see him right away.
Trying to get the pinch. Tots calling out the guy in open purple, and there is the camo. It just came up. Ogre 2 is going to chase after Neighbors, so the camo out of play, and we're still watching Tots holding down the top here for TD.
Yeah, and right now TD's in a really good position. They've got guys on the streets. They got a guy kind of watching back gold, and they're watching the sword right now. Hopefully, for FB to get back on top, they're going to orchestrate another good push.
And the camo's not up for another 2 minutes, so they're pretty much safe.
Next thing up is a sniper rifle. We'll see if Triggers down uses their bait strategy that I saw at the 6-team land. Normally they like to just hold the streets, get a guy on close street, get a guy on open street, and wait for FB to go for it. But Final Boss able to lift up back gold most of this game, guys. What's TD doing? They're not really locking it down.
No, they're really just focusing more on the purples and lobby than back gold. I think their thinking is they can trap them back gold, and when they're all there, make a charge that way instead of going back there and guarding it.
So despite what we've seen when it comes to map positioning, it looked like TD has had better map positioning throughout the game, but Final Boss just had another great comeback strat, and now the game is all tied up. TD retaking the lead here as Ogre 2's trying to get set up back sword. Victory X needs to get up top and help his teammates.
Well, the last thing you ever want to do is give an Ogre time to think and put his strats together. I mean, they're too intelligent and they're too naturally gifted. You got to keep the pressure on them at all times.
Yeah, but Neighbor just picked up these rockets. Shot 2 didn't kill anyone, but these are going to be key if Triggers Down wants to get back top control.
And that is the second rocket we've seen out of Triggers Down. Props to Bravo keeping track of those times. Hysteria had one earlier. Now you're going to check out Ogre 2 is going to get this sniper rifle for final boss. A nice headshot connecting with Hysteria, was dropping down there after missing his first shot. Put another shot on a player, taking down the shields, and now Ogre 2, listening to callouts, is going to relocate.
Now, Ogre 2 just needs to play this nice and slow, and they're going to come to him eventually because they have to.
35-35, final boss with the sniper. Triggers Down with the rocket. It's in the hands of Hysteria.
Neighbor,
excuse me. And now Neighbor's gonna miss that whip rocket there. That is gonna come back and hurt him. Fear itself staying alive. Tots finishing off a kill from Lobby.
right now, out of the 7 rockets that Triggers Down has shot, only 2 have actually connected with final boss players.
That's good. That's good rocket use.
Yeah, they could be a little bit better.
Slightly.
Shooting some pocket rockets all
Put me in, boys. Put me in. Best man getting taken down here. Was that a camo guy?
Yep, Pistola with the camo.
All right, let's go check him out here as he's making his way to R1. Hysteria versus Pistola one-on-one battle. And finally, you see the help from Open Street, and Hysteria is going to get cleaned up there. 40-39. Final boss still trailing, but they have a great opportunity to come back here.
Yeah.
Pistola, what a sneaky route right there. Did you notice that he knew that he knew that Triggers Down knew that he was Rocket 1, so he drops down and goes up open 3.
He knew that he knew that he knew.
Yeah, it was a mouthful.
42-41, Pistola with the camo, waiting for Victor X. They're going to push right back into the lobby. The bait and switch that Chris has been talking about all night long, and now you see 3 of them doing it here on Open Street. Ogre 2's going to push back home for the pinch.
Yeah, there's just an excellent play by Final Boss right there. Pistola being incredibly sneaky with that camo. Could have probably used it somewhat more effectively, but he did a great job.
Here we go, guys. Down to the last 5 kills for each team. Pistola making his push into the lobby. You see Victor X coming in from Sword. Now they're going to make their push on Open. Great teamwork once again, winning the battles with 2 BRs against 1. You're going to do that every time. And the last kill's back. Sword can't get it. Finally, Best Man going to go down at the hands of Fear itself. Taking a look at the stats here once again. Final boss going positive. You got Fear itself, Pistola, and Victor X putting up great numbers. Ogre 2, 9 kills, 9 deaths, but 16 assists. What a hell of a support player, guys. Final boss now leads the series 2-0. We'll be back with game 3 after a quick word from our sponsors.